49ers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got it down to the 28. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Hurts to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Purdy.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're not going to go quietly into...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime. time, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At their 48-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15.
goes all the way down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Fighting through. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Pushing through the contact. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. To throw is Purdy.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.